With Zentitle, we've introduced this new concept we call Linger. And what Linger does is, in a concurrent use model, so a floating or concurrent license model, sometimes the software vendor wants to license applications that have very short runtime. So think products like compilers or linkers, anything that runs in fairly quick succession. Now, it can be very flexible to have a floating or concurrent license model against that type of application. But given it's such short-lived, you can typically satisfy a large number of users making use of that application with a relatively small number of concurrent licenses. What Linger does is allows the software vendor to put a minimum required amount of time against a license checkout for that product. So for example, let's say a compiler only runs for about 30 seconds. Well, the vendor could say, this policy for this particular customer is that we're going to have a minimum amount of time for a license to be checked out of, say, 5 minutes or an hour or whatever they choose. And that means that when the app checks out that license from the cloud or from the local license server, it will hold on to that seat for that minimum amount of time. The net effect of this, from a software vendor standpoint, is that you get kind of fairer compensation for that concurrent use license because you're not giving away a huge amount of concurrent use for a relatively low price.